All right, welcome back to this video and welcome back to the channel, Crypto Genesis, and this is Niku here. And we're going to jump into the charts right now for Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you how it follows up with what I said on yesterday's video and what we can expect next. So if I jump over to my screen here and I share it with you, I'm on the weekly chart right now. I just want to move myself here to the bottom right hand corner. There we go. So I'm on the, oh goodness me, I'm on the weekly chart right now. And like I said yesterday in yesterday's video, if we do see even a 4-hour candle close below this green zone, I'll be targeting a move down to around about $7,900 up to $8,000. So we didn't quite get to $8,000, but we got really close. I think the lowest we went was $8,010.70. So close enough, close enough. Pretty much hit our target spot on. And what I'll be looking for now, you'll see that I've erased the bottom part of this falling wedge that I had drawn in here. I'll just put it back if you can't recall what I'm speaking of. This little guy right here went through there. There we go. The reason why I've taken it out is I feel that this is irrelevant right now, and we probably will be keeping this support line right here. We have found support on this middle line of this falling channel. If I zoom out of my chart, you'll see that we have found support where we've previously found resistance, a little bit of support right there, came down, found some resistance again, and looks like we are being supported by that middle line of the falling channel right now. Short term, I still expect Bitcoin to probably push down a little bit lower and fully hit my target of around about $7,900 to $8,000. Then possibly continue sideways. I do think that we should see quite a significant jump from this level to the upside. And the reason why I'm saying that is it lines up with a couple of fundamentals, or not fundamentals, excuse me, technicals here. And if I do put them in here real quick, all of our major moving averages are on the screen right now. And remember yesterday's video, I was speaking of this light blue one that could be the next level of support, and it beautifully lines up with my target as well. So if that's lining up, as well as the fact that this is actually the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, this is going to be a bounce area. Is it going to be a short-term bounce and a continuation to the downside? We'll have to manage risk as soon as we do enter that trade. Of course, don't trade my opinions. This is just my opinion. But I would be looking to enter. You see, I've got some alerts on my chart right here. I'll be looking to enter, and I'll find my entry reasons on a 4-hour chart. So how this works is, and what I do as I look for any kind of situation that tells me that this could be a bounce to the upside. If I see that it is a bounce, I'll be entering the market. And of course, I have my own strategy of finding entries in the market as well. So right now, that's looking good. On the weekly, while we have the moving averages, we have been, yeah, well, not yet. We haven't really touched the 50 exponential moving average yet. But we got very close. So this does tell me that we might want to push down a little bit lower and come back up and find support right there. Something interesting on the 3-day chart. If the 3-day chart does close below this red moving average that you can see right here, this is the 100 exponential moving average. If we do close below that, that would, if we don't see an immediate retaliation from that move, that would be quite a bearish move as well. But still, you know, looking at Bitcoin as a macro trend, we are still respecting this trend line. And as long as we continue to respect this trend line, I will be looking for us to continue much higher on this trend. Like I said yesterday as well, if we do respect this trend line and we do see a break above these levels, I would expect Bitcoin to then go back to its 2019 all-time high, which is approximately $14,000 a coin. So right now, just to sum it up for you, what I'm looking for is on the 4-hour chart. I want to see some kind of indication of a bounce. I want to see some kind of pattern playing out here. Um, this is still my area right here. If I pull in a box right over there, that's where I'm going to be looking for some kind of pattern, some kind of indication that we do want to continue up again, or have at least a short-term bounce from this area, and then perhaps break this trend line that's running through here. If we can break this trend line on the 4-hour chart, it would put my heart to rest a little bit more, and I would be targeting the same levels as we spoke about yesterday. I'll be targeting a move all the way back up to between 8,900 and 9,140 as our first leg up. And after that, if we do seem to treat this area as support, I'll then be looking for it to push back up to around about $10,500. That area more or less feels to me like that wants to be tested again. So right now, that's what I'm looking at on the 4-hour chart. On the daily chart, it's really pretty much the same levels. What I do like about this area right here, that $7,900 area, well, it's actually this box from 8,000 to 7,900. So it's that $100 little zone there. What I do like about it is it is creating quite a pivot point. You can see we've got this trend line running through here. We've got this middle line of this falling channel running through here. We've got our exponential moving average lining up with that zone on the daily as well as the weekly. On the weekly, we've got our 55 exponential moving average lining up with that same zone. Um, I think on the 2-day, we might have one as well. Yes, we do. On the 2-day, we've got another moving average lining up with this area. So that to me, I look for areas of high confluence in the market. And if I find those areas, I typically want to trade those areas depending on my strategy, my risk management, of course. I don't suggest that anybody just blindly follows these trades. I've got my own edge in the market, so I know the way that I trade with my risk management and the way that I do manage my risk on these pivot areas or these pivotal areas in the market. So um, if you're a seasoned trader and you understand what I'm talking about, by all means, give it a go, but don't consider this as trading advice or financial advice. Right now, what I can see in the short term is this zone of 8,400 to 8,600 is going to be quite a significant zone of resistance. But then again, we've seen Bitcoin just bust through resistance points, like over here on the 25th of October. It just jumped straight up, and it just continued to go through resistance point after resistance point. So do we see another 40% move after this drop down here? It's possible. Um, yeah, it's highly possible. But for now, I'm still sticking to my guns. I'm still sticking to my target. We have bought in, or I have bought in at $8,100. So I had about $100 above the zone, then the exact zone of about 8,000, and then 7,900. So it's that $300 gap that I'm looking to buy a little bit. So I did catch one of my orders being filled there for a long position, and it's already in profit with this little big bounce back up again. Before I forget though, let me just show you on CoinMarketCap what's happening here right now. On CoinMarketCap, we can see that most of the coins, including altcoins, are deep in the red today. Today is blood in the streets, and people are probably losing a lot of money. So yeah, looking at Tether, even Tether is going down. So that shows that somewhere some accumulation is taking place. So that's very, very interesting. That's in my opinion, by the way. That's not based on any fact. And then if we look at the top 10 real exchange volume, um, we have a little bit more volume than yesterday, almost double the volume of yesterday. You can see right here, Bitcoin is almost $350 million again. Still very low for Bitcoin, still very low for most cryptos, but at least we're seeing a rise in the volume after the weekend. Weekends are always very, very slow and very, very low volume. So that's it really for Bitcoin right now. That's what I'm looking at. We want to break, just as a summary, we want to break to the upside through this falling channel. At the moment that we break to the upside and close some daily candles above that, I'll be looking for Bitcoin to make a higher high than this previous high and continue the trend to the upside. Once we see that happening, it's to the sky and the moon from there. But until then, it's probably good. My mentor used to tell me it's probably good sometimes not to have a position. No position is a position. I've got a very, very small long position right now at $8,100. So I'm just about $26 in the profit right now, multiplied by the number of contracts, of course. And maybe I'll share some live scalping trades and day trades on this channel. I'll see how that goes and if that does work. Otherwise, I'll just stick to this little bit of analysis. But yeah, um, bad bad if Bitcoin breaks below this and closes a daily candle below 7,850. I would say if Bitcoin closes a daily candle below 7,700, we are in for some significant lows, and I would then switch to very serious bearish at that moment. But still, I'm quite bullish on Bitcoin right now. We have this pivot point again between 7,900 and 8,100. That's the zone that I'm keeping my eye on. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. In the description of this video, there's the disclaimer if you want to read the disclaimer. Below that, if you want to find out a little bit more about my trading style, please visit our website www.cryptogenesis.com. And let me know in the comments below if there's any coins that you would like for me to discuss on this channel, if there's anything that you would like to know or get a little bit more clarity on. I want to build this channel with a community of people, and we can all have a chat and we can all talk and grow this together and have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. Why not, man? So close enough is close enough. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Trade in the green. Cheers. Bye bye.